welcome back to my channel. I want to introduce somebody very special today who plays one of my favorite characters in ETS. Please welcome Chris Coleman, who plays Sebastian in Enjoy the Silence. Chris, how are you today?
Hello, my friend. I'm doing very well today, mate. Lovely and sunny, and I'm chatting to you, which is always a bonus. So, yeah, glad to be here.
So, my first question for you today was that the theme of ETS is rooted in mental health and covers topics of anxiety, depression, suicide, forgiveness, and healing. And Baz often behaves as the emotional support glue for his family. So, what do you hope viewers gain from listening to his character?
I'm kind of hoping they'll just look at it and they'll get a sense of familiarity with it, because I mean, personally, I've had to deal with a good level of mental health issues, both personally and with people in my life as well, and I've been on both sides of the fence with it. I've been basically in the role of Baz, and I've been on the role of Robin, you know, and that sort of thing. So if anything, I'm hoping that they can relate to the series as well, and you know, with the conversations and the incidents that come up, they can actually get an idea of how they could feel better in their lives, and maybe how they can be helped and whatever, and what to look out for.
Next one, because I'm curious about this myself. What is your favorite way to get into character for someone as suave as Baz?
Well, ladies, I always I tend to it's going to sound really like blowing my own trumpet here, but I'm just me.
It's just like, so Baz is like the most like natural.
Yeah, I mean, one of the favorite things about this is essentially I'm using a slightly deeper version of my own voice, a bit of a Cockney accent, which is fine for me. I've had friends from London all the time. I've been in this earth, and so I can get into that quite easy. And yeah, I mean, a lot of the mannerisms are kind of just me. You ask any of my friends, I act the same way. So when people say that, oh wow, you're so suave and all that, I'm like, what do you do? I'm like, yeah, just me. Yeah.
Just me.
Explains, I mean, that explains why I've had a missus for 18 years. You know what I mean? Bloody hell, she won't go away.
My next question, which was like that my casting calls, like the blurbs for them are very unintentionally discreet. So what did you anticipate ETS being about before auditioning, let alone your character's place in the series?
Well, as a joke answer, I was it due to the PC nature of the world, and I had discussed this with you. I thought my character was white, but
yes.
So when you sent me that, picture. I was like, oh, okay. Hey, as long as he's happy, I'm trying to do that, you know.
They're identical. Look at them.
Also, when I saw the character nature, it did very much have that older brother sort of mentality, which, like your first question, it was sort of relatable in a sense, because I've been an agony aunt to a lot of people, and when you can relate to something in real life, it's better than just trying to think how that person would react and act in a scenario, which is the best way to give a realistic performance, because you just sort of imagine yourself in that situation with that person. But if you are that person, and if you have experienced those situations, I felt it could translate a lot more, so I thought I could do it a bit of justice, and hopefully that's what I've been doing so far.
You know, to come across like a role on like a casting website, and then you don't really see like an icon or like, you know, for your character, and you just kind of see like just things that they say, and you're going off the character description, and you're just like, okay, I have to somehow kind of put these puzzle pieces together and like paint an image with just my voice. And you do that every time I send a script. Baz is a multifaceted character who presents himself however he's needed the most, which is like an Allegiant officer in the field, a loyal nephew, or a laid-back cousin. So where do you find yourself the most in Baz out of all of his sides?
You know what, I'd say a decent nephew, because it's just when it comes to family, it's you know, I'm quite distant with my family, if I'm honest. I love them, all the bits, but we all just sort of do our own things.
Yeah.
But when, similar to sort of Baz, he does his own thing and whatever, but when it comes to finding family again and all that sort of thing, you know, you go, you'll do the world, you move the world for them, moving the earth and the stars for them. So I find myself quite relatable to that, in the fact that he's his own man, he's quite separate, because obviously Robin and Baz don't see each other that very much.
Right.
But then they finally hooked up again, and now he's looking out for him, and he's taking him in, and he's sorting him out, he's trying to clear him of these bad thoughts and all that. And I find that quite relatable, because obviously, who wouldn't do that for the people they care about?
Everything is game. In your opinion, what is the most entertaining scene and or line out of the series so far?
Oh, it's when his girlfriend turns up. It's like, hey, baby.
Oh,
what
yeah.
you saying? Yeah, so it's just like, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Because, was it?
Juliet, this is my cousin, Sebastian.
Call me Baz.
You never told me your cousin was so handsome, Robin.
Oh, sorry. I was too busy looking at your tits to notice how hot my cousin is.
What a shame I'm too busy looking up at him.
So when, that scene when she comes up on the bike and he starts going, hey, you can call me Baz. You know what I mean? And it just goes, and then when they get on the bike to leave, he's just like, bye guys, bye sweetheart. I love doing that. I love mocking people.
So,
No.
Those who know you know that you have a knack for fantasy and a killer orc impression. So, what is your favorite thing to say as an orc?
Oh god. Okay. He's not the orc. Cramp him. That sort of stuff is always a good one. It's just.
I think my headphones, you can visibly see them shaking.
Yeah, well, sorry, not sorry, boss.
Shit, I should have had you just answer the call like that.
So, yeah, Baz was not the real voice of all time. It was this one. So there's no real one word, but I will say it's best when they talk about violence.
Oh, I'm so linking that video, by the way. Check out Chris's channel, by the way, and listen to his awesome orc impression, because that shit is insane.
I'm the prophet of the war, and all the world's burned in my boot prints.
Now, leading to my next question, if ETS were a classic fantasy, what species do you think Baz would be? Like, what he would look like?
Oh, bloody hell. Ooh.
A fairy. No, I'm
Well, it ain't an orc. If anything, I think it'd just still be human.
Really?
Did you got the whole support? I've got the whole supportive character, and it's got a bit of the. If I was going to use Lord of the Rings as a reference, I'd say it's got a bit of the traits of Gimli, but a lot of the traits of Aragorn, and the fact he's a supporter, you can lean on him. The voice is nice.
I'm in La La Land. I'm like Centaur. I'm like, I can totally see him. Like,
no, because the last time I saw a Centaur on TV was Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief and all that, and it was Pierce Brosnan. I was like, yeah, Baz ain't that. All right, it's just it's like, because when I looked at it, I was like, yep, that's a horse's ass being played by pretty much a horse's ass. You know what I mean? Fucking.
Psychics are the supernatural species in ETS. So if Baz was psychic, what do you think his power would be?
Well, I'd say fucking convincing, being suave and letting the ladies into his bedroom, but I'm sure he did that already. I'd say, because of his rough and ready, a bit of a naughty boy background.
Yeah.
I'd say probably telekinesis, if I'm honest, because when I was a teenager, I did some naughty things. If I'm going to relate into Baz, I did some naughty things, and one of my favourite things was because we got a chain called Greggs here in the UK, and they're finally changing it. But for about the past 15 years, they just used to have the sandwiches just out. And so you just see like a chicken mayo baguette right there, and that thing would go. that thing would run out the door faster than fucking Usain Bolt. Because when I was younger, I was a skinny lad as well with long legs, so I was really fast. So I'd say like you probably have telekinesis, but mainly either for rolling joints or just like taking stuff out of shops with no one noticing.
And see, I'm lazy, and I would just love to just grab things just from the other side of the room, just not have to move anywhere. So I think that would also have to be mine.
Oh god, yeah. I'd go with the stoner mentality beautifully. Fantastic.
Yeah. Can you describe your dream character to voice one day?
Oh god. if anything, I don't know if I'll be able to do it justice, but I would really want to do something in 40k, maybe even the next Space Marine game. I think the only one I could do justice is an orc for obvious impressions, but I would really want to do something as an Astari, just for the fact that they're basically just they're just so cool. It's just so cool because I don't really have a specific character to do. I just love voice acting. I just love it.
I can tell.
Thank you. I mean, well, I've loved it since I was a little kid. So I just to actually be able to do it nowadays is just amazing. So I don't really limit myself to like, I really wish I could do this, because I'm just happy every day to do it.
Yeah, you just go out and do it.
Yeah, I mean, well, as the saying goes, I mean, if you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life. I mean, it's not quite my job yet, but hopefully one day it will be. And I think I can find a lot of peace in my heart when I get to that point.
Last and final question, because I'm so curious and I need to get a Baz playlist started. What would you say Baz's theme song is?
Okay. Asteroid Boys, Dusted.
Ooh, okay.
Asteroid Boys. That song, I sent you that the other day. And because I'm a metalhead, but Baz is a bad boy as well, and he gets that thing, I was like, you know what, that would be a good one to fucking go for. I think that's just I think it's a good mix of like the grungy metal type thing, but also the bad boy, yardie boy type of thing. That that sort of scene that he probably hangs out in and all that. And
I liked your we Brits ain't always sipping tea.
Yeah, I just said that to you. Oh mate, I was so drunk. I said that. I'm just sort of there. I was like, yeah,
something else.
Mate, yeah, oh yeah.
That sounds fantastic right now.
Oh, a cup of tea. Yeah, mate, fucking it's British, mate. We use that instead of water.
Yeah, no, I've been obsessed with this brand, Celestial. This brand right here, I'm gonna put a picture over here.
Mm-hmm.
This brand, I swear by this brand. And that blueberry one, I can inject that thing straight into my veins. I swear.
Flavor tea. Flavor tea.
Okay, but it's so good though.
I don't care. That's not tea. That's hot juice. All right, that is not tea.
Juice.
You know what? It's hot juice. That's all it is, mate. All right, what you're doing? You basically took something that you need for a sore throat
and made it better.
All right? Oh yeah, you have offended. Oh, what? You fucking brought the flavor tea in front of the Brit? Yeah, I'm offended. All right. Mate, mate, look at the packages as well, mate. Those packages look like they've been done by the same guy that made the Russell Your Jimmy's, mate. All right, it's just they look weird. All right, I don't want an animal staring at me. Look, that tiger's judging you. All right, Jesus Christ.
Fair,
proper tea. It needs to be bitter. You need to be bitter. You need to turn your face inside out, mate. All right, so you just need to do that. Nate, as my mate says, NATO standard. You got to have 2 sugars, milk. That's it. That's it. Simple. Enjoy the simplicity of a good drink.
Only 2 sugars? Maybe that's the American in me, though. I'm like, only 2 sugars. I'm going crazy on the sugar in there.
Okay, so are we going to expect another script out, or are we going to die of diabetic shock? I mean, it's just don't. I mean, if you're going to have that reaction, that's a hell of a reaction. I mean, 2 sugars is normally like the max that we put in over here. It's either 1 or none. Or maybe honey.
But when I visit, you got to rip you a proper cup and show me how it's done. And then I'll take that home.
Yeah, damn right. You bring me any of that bloody tea, mate, you're going to swallow it, all right? I'll tell you what, the next time I make a cuppa, I might just show you. I may just send you
give it a video tutorial. I promote it on my channel. How to make tea proper.
Well, from what you've just sent me here in Discord with those little clips, you probably need it. I mean, God's sake.
Chris, I had so much fun. I don't want to hold you too long, but I had like the biggest smile on my face. This felt like a huge achievement for me. All right, thank you so much for doing this, guys. Please go subscribe to Chris's channel and show him some love. And yeah, please be excited for the Edge that's coming up.